고주 정미생이 장소바대계 조생이 장기보대 김여생이 이거는 개미생이 영조보대 서울윤하고 신내일 동우주 시장무생이 장조보대 갑생이 이주의보체 경호생이 이성이보대 을미생이 이지후보체 서울윤하고 신내동우주 을사생이 강정보대 이민생이
This is Jung Jung Ha, aka Chuck. He's the main man behind Fecundation and has also done vocal duties for Korean death metal veterans C.
Fecundation was formed in 2013 by this guy, and I had a friend called Corey. Yeah, he played bass. I think I've been writing new songs, and I made so far like 2 minutes. I already I have like more than 20 guitar riffs in it. And there's no repeats of my music. Like my first album was a little different. Second album I'm trying to like make it like more like complicated because like I think that's cool.
You want me to do the riff chorus?
No, because like people are doing that in like pop music, so I don't have to be part of that. I only played like Japan, China, and Thailand. So I went to China, something like that. So it's pretty novel. I mean, another Kramer Night Swan. Guitar nerds all know what this is. Normal people wouldn't know because, like, it looks the same, so it sounds the same. No, it does not.
Yeah, my name is Kim. I'm a vocalist of death metal band Imperial Domination. My day job is a game programmer. I work at Nexon GT. And I'm a shark. And the other untrained guys does not know how to swim. That's jiu-jitsu.
They are really good friends, but when they drunken, they cannot control. So break speaker, drum, amp, everything. So it hurts, but I say okay. I'm Young Lee from Korea, but my father from China.
I'm from Sokcho. It's like a small town in Gangwon-do. I was raised. I think that was the beginning of it. I think, yeah. So Sokcho is like super small.
People like us, so I thinking that it's kind of a lifestyle. Soju is very important. I don't know other people so drunken, and we want to. so.
Oh, back home? Oh yeah, Drake, great show. Oh yeah, fuck yeah! All right. My name is Kirk. Everybody calls me Kirk Kwan. I've been in the sound industry for about 20 years now, and in Korea for about 10. I started out as a studio recording engineer and moved on to doing live sound, and mostly here in Korea I've been doing live sound for venues and Korean metal bands. Here, for instance, Method is the main one. Also, Gwamegi from Busan, the Remnants of the Fallen, who just currently this year won the Korean Music Awards for heaviness. So the last year was Method, and then this year was Remnants of the Fallen.
2002년도에 처음 여기 기타 치는 김재하 형님과 여기 베이스 치는 김효원. 일집, 2집 정식 발매는 따로 이제 보컬이 참여하면서 5인조로 3집까지 활동을 하고 정규 4장하고 EP 앨범 1장. 일단 첫째로 5집 작업 진행을 하고 있고, 그리고 가까이에는 지금 한국 밴드 2팀, 일본 밴드 1팀, 3팀에서 스플릿 앨범 발매 6월 달에 발매를 앞두고 있고, 그 외에는 바로 5집 다음 앨범 준비하고, 그래서 지금은 그냥 지금처럼 계속 활동 왕성하게 하고, 그거밖에 사실.
frontman of Method, is also known in the scene from his previous work in Ishtar.
I used to be in a band that actually I created, which is called Ishtar, and it was a symphony metal music. My name is Binna Kim, and I'm from Seoul, Itaewon. My life as a yoga teacher, and at the same time I work also in a trade company, and then at last I'm a musician to my show, because I really wanted to be a musical actress before, but my own I wanted to create my own stage, not to be in a musical already did. I was thinking maybe I could be a pioneer to mix the rock music and the opera singing, because at that moment I really wanted to be an opera singer, and I was getting prepared to go to the music school, music university. And I thought that my idea was very creative, and I started getting members, looking for members, and the moment I think that was an inventory woman. So I thought nobody would do this music. Rock with opera singing would never be this kind of music. And then after I was very disappointed, because I realized that there were too many bands that were doing the same style. And the symphony metal music, actually in Europe there are too many kinds of bands, such as Nightwish, Epica, Within Temptation, but unfortunately in Korea there wasn't, and Ishtar was the only band who was doing symphony metal music.
Easier for me to be brutal death metal from Korea than brutal death metal from America by Korean guy. So I experienced all those big things, wow, many professional musicians and shows, and long-haired guys, everything so big, Hollywood, and I came back to Sokcho after all that, and I was oh fuck, I feel I'm in prison or something like that. I love my family and everything is okay, but it's fucking tedious, and I had nothing to do, nothing seriously in Sokcho. If you want to play music, you cannot stuck there. You do nothing. I was fine when I was 20, because I never experienced more than that. Yeah. But when I came back, it was too tough for me to just stay there. So I was the best thing that I could do was to move to Seoul and do stuff.
The metal in Korea, it's too small. Because this society, the Korea country, didn't have much time to grow up with the music, the Western music especially.
I thought there was no band in Korea.
Wow. You didn't know?
I didn't know.
Like for instance, when I first came to Korea, it took me almost 2 years to find out where there was a good venue to go to. And I was looking for it, but I couldn't find it.
Really hard to find members. I don't have a bass player. I just got a drummer.
As far as I know, especially the metal bands, they have to have a job to sustain their dream of their music being a livelihood. Some of them teach, but unless they're teaching guitar, their actual craft of playing music, making money, living off of their music, doesn't happen here. Not from any of the bands I know, at least the top metal bands.
Musician and living as a full-time musician does not pay their bills. So many of them choose their careers. So they quit.
The last metal shirt I saw in an actual store here in Korea was at H&M. That's, I don't know, to me that's just like fucking debauchery or whatever. That's just, no, what are you doing?
These days it's really easy to watching the shirts in street.
환경 자체는 없다고 보면 되고
그러니까 뭐 그 서포트라는 게
거의 없고 밴드 마인드로만 이끌어왔는 거죠.
일종의 사명감 같은 거죠.
한국의 음악이 보통 매스컴 위주의 음악이다 보니까 방송에 출연하지 못하는 음악 장르 모든 장르가 다 배제되고 그 중에 더 배제되고.
I would say out of most of the metal bands that are here in Korea, Remnants of the Fallen have seen in the last few years the most TV. But I've seen more of them than any other band. I don't know, maybe it's because lead singer's a good-looking guy. Who knows, you know? Korea's all about, you know, right? I'll never be on TV. This mug will never ever he'll ever be part of a K-pop video, that's for sure.
Mine is a new band, it's a Remnants of the Fallen.
I accidentally got their EP. I really liked that EP and they boomed. Yeah, they became a big star in here. I knew that they will be. They got skills, they got melodies, everything.
Hyunmin and Sangwon are two university-age fans in the scene, and Sangwon is actually a former student of mine.
My name is Sangwon Myun, and I start to go to concert with my professor Ian, 2013. Is it good?
My name is Hyungun, Lee Hyungun, and now recently I'm the vocalist of the black metal band named Creepforce. Mattering young people, what should I say about that? I can say zero popularity. Minus popularity.
The kids, Korean kids does not listen to heavy metal anymore. Now, kind of being a metalhead is kind of a despised thing in Korean school.
People in school, students are sometimes bullying the people just only being special. They don't want something special, they just want equal things.
They think special thing is weird.
Yes, they accept it. If someone is special on something, they accept it, oh, he's weird, he's jerk. They're cutting off every time.
There's a cafe where you can hang out with meerkats. 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 Like from Africa. Yeah, meerkats.
When there's something something new to check out, Koreans never go by themselves. They can never act alone. So we don't have anything like a lone wolf thing, you know?
I think it's because Korean young people are very, very having busy time with their own schooling. Yeah, just being family, being good sons and daughter for the family.
I think Koreans are the most peer pressured people in the world, and starting as kids, your parents just don't let you do your own shit.
Musicians getting older, and it's natural, but they'll stick with what they like when they're kids.
I was always the youngest person in everywhere. I had to meet some people, the metalers in the metal scene, and yeah, but they are mostly older than me. The only band that's called Metamorphosis are 1 year younger than me.
Some youngsters doing metal, like Metamorphosis and Indophobia. They're not like us, death metal, but they are quite modern kind of a metal. I like them, and it was really good to see them playing such music, because we lack of young metal musicians.
Why is the scene so small? It's Korea.
In Korea, it's like all Hangnim, my brother, right? My big brother. Like that's what the society's like. It's always showing homage and being respectful and to that particular either part of the culture, part of the group. And I find the music is very, very much like that as well.
There's a social order. When band coming or the audience come, and if he talk shit, doing shit, because Korean so.
It's the same system because we are living in that society, so that the band also works on that with that system. One of my members, that was the oldest guy, had his opinion, no? And it was very difficult to say something against. So I had to hide that feelings.
Youngnim wouldn't let some random ass. This bullshit. What are you? You never played outside of Korea.
When I started the GBM, there's no order by age. We are all friends over the world because of only music. Don't care. But the guys, they care a lot.
This is why I like Seed guys. They are like cool. and everything. Their age is also like a bit old, but still they are nice and very cool.
Being a metal musician is not such a not very regarded as a artist. We are just weirdos sometimes. Somebody think us as a very cool artist, but in general we are not. In my opinion, we are not accepted as a group of an artist. So we are having our hairs long or just wearing some crazy t-shirt and doing some shitty things. It's just a kind of borderline homeless or something.
I get a lot of complaints and a lot of visits by the popo.
Fucked up police.
What'd you say?
Yeah, it's fucking.
What are you, an Ajima?
Dude, I'm a lizard, man.
예를 들자면 아기들이 전철을 탈 때 아 형 이렇게 그림만 하면서 이렇게 막 만지고 좋아하거든요. 저도 그걸 좋아하는데 그러면 그 어머니가 만지지 마 위험해. 그러니까 저는 괜찮습니다. 저 아이 좋아해요.
So my grandmother say, it's too loud, it's not music. Real music is dance.
And my grandfather is a really conservative and a guy like a tiger. He's a real tyrant of the family. When he really hated my long hair and my beard.
Ironically, these days some of the only people who resemble traditional Koreans throughout history seem to be metal musicians.
100 years ago, when the Japanese forced us to cut our hairs and a beard, some beasts literally died for that. Somebody committed suicide to protest. But now we are changed so leftly, so much.
We have our traditional music, and that kind of music is it has many many sad things. It derivates from sad things, sad emotion, because we had a sad history.
Since the war, I think everything comes from nothing, you know? When things arise from ash, I think it has to go through a certain steps of fertility. This country, everything was so fast. It was like fucking Zoom, like it was like LTE, like, you know, the fastest internet in the world. Everything was so fast. I think it is the most unpleasant way to form.
I actually making a song, putting some Korean style singing, like 아리랑, like that. Yeah, 반소리. Oh, I had never studied that, but I wanted to express something Korean in the.
저는 이 씬에서 조선 펑크 밴드 H파를 하고 있는 정진용입니다. 예전에는 크라이스트 펑이라는 그라인드코어 밴드 했었고요. 지금은 펑크 씬과 메탈 씬을 왔다 갔다 하고 있습니다. 아티크라이스트를 하고, 그다음에 솔직히 우리나라 기독교가 지금 너무 부패했고, 그다음에 정치적으로 너무 관여하고, 무조건 타락한 정치인들이 다 무조건 교회를 통해서 연결돼 있잖아요. 그러니까 저희는 우리나라가 좀 깨끗해지려면 우선은 부패한 기독교인들이 많이 없어져야 된다고 생각해요.
You also know that there's too many crazy, insane Christians in here.
I'm very sure the Korean religion starting bigger because of the Korean War. The war happened, there's no future, nothing to do, and there has no future. How can they handle the life?
It's all imported from the America. Some beautiful point of American evangelism is very similar to Korean kind of shamanism or something.
When I was first in middle school, I met the crazy homeroom teacher for 2 years. Yes, she was a very insane, giving candies every time whoever speaks something about religious. Some quotes from the Bible, she's giving good scores, good candies, and praising everything. And I was saying that I'm not interested in any religion.
Christianity, a Korean kind of a shamanism, and it's combined with into a.
Since that, for 2 years, she was bullying me in classroom, so I started hating Christians here.
Jesus.
third album that I have here is a band called My Last Enemy, and great bunch of young guys. Great bunch of young guys. And they end up having to take time off or stop playing for military service, which happens a lot here in South Korea.
Drummer, like who's like younger than me, and like he didn't serve like military service yet. So it's gonna be a problem if he just like one day if he just go to serve his duty.
Some bands survive it, but a lot don't. That particular band, I haven't heard from them since they've done their military service.
They had the like long hair, like their hair is off, it's like their passion is off, like they're like they face their like reality and stuff like.
In late 2017, we saw a show by Hogan Saw. It was the last by their guitarist, who was entering the military the following week.
Yeah, it's pretty massive, like the influence.
Park Chung-hee era was back in 60s and 70s. 68 movement in worldwide. It was the most oppressing era in Korea because Park Chung-hee didn't want to any revolutionizing the society.
근데 아마 내 생각에 개인적으로 생각에 그 당시에 정치적인 그 피해를 많이 받지 않았나. 장발 단속이라든지 밴드 음악을 나라에서 규제를 많이 했기 때문에.
Yeah, it was all underground in the back in 70s, and after Park Chung-hee is assassinated and Chun Doo-hwan comes in culture-wise, he really lowered the level of the censorship, so a lot of erotic movies came in, and the rock music was introduced, and no haircut.
So I felt like China is kind of like looks like 80s of Korea, like culturally.
I'm from Gwangju, the southern part. Actually, my parents want me to study English, so they bought me a cassette player back in the days, and yeah, I studied English with the cassette player, but I also started to listen to music. But my most favorite musician back in the day was New Kids on the Block and MC Hammer. Oh man, damn! Step by step, yeah, everyone knows this. Fuck, I can't believe myself. After that, Skid Row comes in. Sebastian's voice is so compelling, so I like them. And after that, I was hospitalized in a car accident. At the time, my youngest aunt visited me. She knew I like heavy metal, so she bought me a Justice album. And it was such a nice, good album. So I want to try the other album, and then I bought the master album. And boom, it was such a masterpiece.
So I started off with Saint Anger. Can you believe this?
Yeah, as you see, I have every Metallica album collection except Saint Anger because it was so shitty.
Saint Anger is like my guilty pleasure.
Wow.
It's shitty as fuck.
In 80s, rock music and heavy metal was quite huge in Korea. So they made a stadium concert of Korean metal.
And the Back to Sun also I like their music.
Back to Sun is just, or first or second is good.
Widely regarded as Korea's first metal band, Baek Tusan have slowly faded from view. Nonetheless, they set the ball rolling for harder music on the peninsula.
그룹 백두산을 소개합니다.
Korean band Crash Kicks In, they released their first album in 1994, which was so good.
I like Crash. Yeah, I'm going their concerts still sometimes. I like their music. Yeah, just long.
Yeah, they are legend of Korean thrash metal, you know.
Back in mid 90s, the bands like Crash and Monkey Heads played in TV, KBS or SBS, the TV station show, like a Gayo Top 10 or something. But not anymore, not even big.
The first band comes to my mind, Korean metal, is Crash, of course. Nowadays, Crash is crashing, my point of view, because they're not the guys who they used to be. But the first album is pretty monumental.
My first death metal album was Obituary's The End Complete, which was so good. I was so shocked by the musical intensity of death metal, so I immediately fall into love with death metal. But I didn't know the deicide and cattle because their musical content was so anti-social and they can't pass through the Korean government censorship. It is 1997. Cannibal Corpse's Korean record guy gets arrested, and you know what's Cannibal Corpse lyrics are, and it never gets past to the censorship. So they disguise the songs like instrumental or false lyrics, and they got busted. Actually, started
Korean death metal. Actually, I'm not an original member of Sid. Sid is maybe first melodic death metal. Then 1996.
I know it used to be a like more popular thing here, like in the 90s and stuff. Like you had more bands and stuff, like and in 2000 as well. Like just like Busan Rock Festival and stuff. If you heard, like used to be like they used to bring bands like Deicide and like Cannibal Corpse, like the Creator, and like fucking packed. Compared to that, Korea was like 500 people for Iron Maiden.
그때는 뭐 전 세계가 그 헤비 메탈의 시대였어.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, you know? Yeah. I chant.
Actually, I started with metal music when I was 10, 12 years old. I was a little bit weirdo and fatty, so I tried to choose a difference with my friend. They all listen same K-pop, same hip-hop, so hey, I don't want to be same, so I just try one album. I don't ever listen it, but I just looks cool, so I grab in, but it was Metallica, the first album, Justice for All. It was insane. My head is, and I started collecting every Metallica album first. Yeah, and that's the start. So Metallica, Slayer, Deicide is my part. Yeah. 2005 or 6, and I started to coming the Hongdae. It was Club Wasp. There's a few metal venue that time, not now, but so Wasp. It was my taste.
Hongdae became suddenly huge, and it attracted too many kind of people, tourists, whatever. So.
Not stand it there. Too expensive for playing. And after they move out, the space taken over by, And there's a few clubs, but they are not really welcome to our music, kind of music. Death metal, punk, because we are playing too loud and maybe too drunk, so they are nearly not welcome. But so that time it was a venue also, Space Moon. The owner going to the other country, so he want to sell it. So I just, why not? And I got just the only loud band here. It's 10 years long dream. We want just playing fun and louder. That's all. So I just started. And was thinking to myself, then I should change the format of me contributing in
The metal district. It's an industrial area, very much on the margins of society.
Uledong is just a cheap place. Even we playing in the weekdays morning, open the door, but they don't care. So that's the only reason. Cheap and loud.
Picture was like too
freedom. When they say the blast beat ta 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 and vocal, it's make me feel freedom from the maybe real life.
The metal music surveys the state of mind.
Metal, I think it's Wagner orchestra with electricity.
I think that there isn't any other kind of music that can shock directly your mind. I think that metal music is the closest music to the human instinct.
When I listen to metal, it's
feel like I have so much like adrenaline, like the chemical thing comes out of like your body. Like when I was a student, like it made me feel like I'm so much stronger. Like aggressive music. Like when I'm listening to the street, like the death metal in the street, I felt like I can be anything. Like, fuck you guys, fuck you, I'm Stone Cold Steve Austin. And so, yeah.
It seems that metal, like so many other things, has been relegated to a specialized niche fandom. But the bubble burst a long time ago. And while forms of rock music will continue, they will no longer be associated with broader youth movements or as agents of social change. It did its job, breaking down barriers in government, culture, and religion. But the future will belong to other social movements and their own original forms of artistic expression. Regardless, for those of us in it, there's no end in sight.
I think metal stay underground is better. But yeah, because it's playing for more fun and split and real face, not money. Not many crowd is okay, but at least we have to fun together.
I want to see one of them get on a tour with a big headliner and like be like that comet in the front with the tail and just show everybody, like say, hey, you know, like metal is still here, metal is still a big thing.
We are going to release a full-length album, hopefully soon. I'm recording it right now. and we're going to Japan next month for 2 shows.
Unless, war breaks out.
And I left the band last year, and I'm creating a new band with other musicians. They are all from other countries, but the most part of them are from Russia. We are making the first full-length album right now, and the band's name is called Psychanical Dreamers.
They're always talking about the next show and making the scene better.
오늘 이 기회를 정말 감사하고요. 오신 분들 감사드리고요. 다음에 또 오면 다음에 또 하면 그때로 와주시면 감사하겠습니다.
As long as I'm here, Korean metalheads will have a lot of chance to make a scene, a legacy for the next generation.
I'm still living here, and the clear thing is that I'm happier than before, and I'm happier than ever right now.
I'm really enjoying now, and I think it will be better scene. Maybe I learned this for a long time.
I don't know. I want to be able to play music just until I die, and that's the long term. I don't know. Short term, I need more students. Need more students to buy more guitars.
Oh shit!
I don't feel so good, man. Oh, Jesus Christ, really?